3-0 heddiw Nathan am dechrau dair tymor.
Yndi, mae'n rhyfedd ddod yn ôl. Mae'n teimlo fatha mae wedi bod yn dros blwyddyn yn dda ers y gêm Cardiff Metro, mae'n bod yn mor hir. Ond na, da ni wedi cael pre-season reit calad bob dim efo pêl, which dyna di ffwtbol dyddi yma. Ella di y result heb di mynd ffordd ni yn pre-season, ond ti'n gwybod os ti'n sbio am y ddau ffordd, o peth pwysica di mae pob o gael munud, mae pob dod yn ôl i neud bob dim fatha da ni'n arfer wneud i fod yn barod i games competitive. Ond eto mae'n neis gael result i cael y momentum i mewn i season, ond dim ots pa result sy'n gael yn pre-season os da ni'n dal yn neud y pethau mae'r staff ac y ffordd mae clwb eisiau ni chwarae, da ni dal yn neud y pethau iawn, dal i trio, mae bob dim yn positif. Ac dwi'n meddwl da ni wedi dangos yna heddiw efo ffordd da ni wedi trio chwarae ffwtbol, oedd ddim yn gret i'r ddau tîm efo'r tywydd. Oedd yn neb gwybod pa ffordd o gwynt yn mynd i ddechrau ni Paul, achos oedd hi'n mynd i un ffordd, oedd hi'n mynd i ffordd arall, oedd hi'n fatha yn y swirlwind, oedd yn troi, felly oedd hi'n anodd i'r ddau tîm, ond na, dwi'n meddwl ni llawn heiddi curo'r gêm, ni'n drwodd i'r rown nesaf, ac peth positif arall, da ni wedi creu lot o gyfleoedd eto.
Os na weithiau, os o berig weithiau pan ti'n chwarae yn erbyn tîm, neu pan mae tîm chwarae yn erbyn tîm sy'n ies, mewn lig ies, os o berig illa fod yn completions ta, oeddech chi'n gwybod heddiw na mae rhaid ni fod ar top yn gêm yn cyrraedd?
Swn i byth yn dweud, da ni wedi bod yn complacent efo chwarae tîm a dim disrespect, ond lefel isel yn y gyngrair. Ond peth pwysical yn ni'n deud cyn gêm oedd a games lle da ni wedi chwarae yn erbyn tîm o dan ni o blaen ydy, da ni wedi bod yn y situation yna blaen lle da ni wedi chwarae yn erbyn tîm y Welsh Prem, Charlie Neal League o dan, a da ni wedi troi rei drosol weithiau, felly mae'n dangos ar y diwrnod ydi o, a gêm cwpons am wbeth yn gallu digwydd. Ond na, fy ni'n gwybod gorfod ar y front foot, y 10-point intensity gorfod yna, da ni wedi bod yn neud trwy pre-season, a wedyn neith y ffwtbol gwasad ar ôl i hyn wedyn, which nath o, ac fatha ni'n deud, mae'n jyst neis gael yn ôl gêm competitive, dod i arfer i routine bob dim ma'n i'r season calad o flaen ni. Ac 2 gol, clean sheet a wedyn yn y het rhwng nesaf.
Ac beth sy'ch licio yn y rhwng nesaf? Home match di siwr e?
O rŵl ar un, dim tywydd o'ch o heddiw. Dwi'n wrth y moch ar ran glaw, achos mae'n neud fach o sip ar y cae i pasio pêl yn sydyn. Ond mae gwynt jyst spoilio gêm, dyma gêm ffwtbol. Ti'n trio neud y pethau cywir, ond rhan fwy amser dyn nhw'n dod i ffwr. Ond na, dwi wedi clywed yma yna ddau tîm Welsh Prem wedi mynd allan, felly mae'n dangos mae bananas gen heddiw, oedd pobl yn checio'r tais i weld pwy o Welsh Prem sy'n gallu cael ei giro, ond i di si, da ni wedi gwneud professional job oedd yn dweud, a da ni'n y het rhwng nesaf.
Gret, diolch chdi Ned.
Diolch Paul.
Here we go. Sean, good to be back.
Yeah, very good to be back, especially when you come away from home and the conditions are bad, to say the least. And yeah, 2-0 win, clean sheet and progression to the next round. So that was the minimum requirement. Didn't matter how we got there. But yeah, I thought the lads played really well today. I thought they kept the ball really well against the team. To be fair, that just didn't stop running, and it's full credit to Danny, and his team. They stuck at it. They called Rambo into a few good saves, like at the end, and they were decent saves. But yeah, 2-0, 2-0 win, and just buzzing to be through to the next round.
Yeah, cup matches are always difficult, Sean. This was our first match of the season as well.
Yeah.
So it was potentially a banana skin, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I mentioned to the lads at the start with the podcast that was broadcast in the week, and I think they just concentrated on maybe the giant killers, who it may be. We got a mention. However, I think Jonah maybe actually tipped us to go on and win it. So, football's a game of opinions, and everyone's entitled to them. But it was good. It was a good game to be involved in. Like I said, the players stuck to the task really well. And like I said, away from home, potential banana skin, like you said, but a 2-0 win, good performance. Created quite a lot of good chances as well. It could have been a little bit more, but yeah, bottom line was just to get through to the next round, which we did.
It probably hasn't been the best of pre-seasons with regards to results.
Yeah.
So how hard was the selecting the lineup today?
To be fair, with the cards that we were dealt, the lineup for today in particular, Paul, was pretty self-explanatory. You know, just to explain this sort of sub-situation, you know, Nathan was away last week with an injury. Breezy was at a wedding. Ryan was just coming back. He trained and then had half last week against Hales Owen. Sam and Cav maybe, well, to be fair, Sam was away, but Cav can maybe feel a little bit hard done by. However, you know, the lads that we put out there, we felt as though had adequate minutes. You know, we had Griff away today. Brookie is slowly but surely getting there. We're looking maybe at about 2 or 3 weeks there with Danny. So, you know, with TNS next week, Connors Key and Kevin Druids, you know, 2 games in the 4 days, we're probably going to go into it with a fully fit squad, which is fantastic. Going back to the pre-season, you know, I think there's a balance, Paul, between results, performing well, and players getting the minutes. I felt as though players getting the minutes was achieved. I felt it was maybe 40%, I'd say 50% good performances. I think I was away for the Wrexham game. And results, you know, a lot of people have different opinions, but I think if you can get a positive result and back it up with a good performance and get legs in the minutes, that for me is a perfect pre-season. What we've got to realise, you know, as a semi-professional team is, you know, lads will have weddings, they'll have family holidays, they'll have stag do's and be away for work commitments and this, that and the other. So getting a strong sort of 14 or 15 to go out week in and week out in pre-season is very difficult. And we found that it wasn't just ourselves, other teams, you know, suffered the same fate as well. But, you know, like I said, it all boiled down to today. We looked at it in training this week, and the lads have had a real good buzz. And yeah, you know, to get a 2-0 win against a decent side, you know, that work hard for each other is pleasing. And like I said, it sort of buries that little demon that we had now of obviously being 2-0 up at Rill last year and losing the game 4-2. We found ourselves in the same situation today and performed really well in you know, gusts of up to sort of 40 odd miles per hour and a driving rain. So yeah, I'm very pleased, and yeah, we'll wait to see what the draw brings a week on Monday, I believe. So yeah, we'll wait and see what it brings.
And I've heard, or you can confirm now, I've heard that there's a couple of fines on the way to the players.
Yeah, it's a great day to be alive, because I've asked Sean Bradley to present this is Simon the Sheep, by the way, so we've got rid of Colin the Canary, to Simon the Sheep. So basically, if you're doing something embarrassing in a match, you know, something daft, you know, like Evo's square pass or Gaz Edwards doing kick-ups in his own box when he got it off Rambo, you nominate someone. So I'm not going to say who the nomination was. However, I did nominate Sean Bradley to present it to the recipient. As you can see, he's forgotten it. And then it's a great day to be alive, because I think Joe Williams has forgotten his flip-flops.
Can you just show them? Up?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I think they're a 43 to 44. So they're what's that make it? Like a size 10, I think. So yeah, a 9 or a 10. So I think they're Joe Williams's. So when Joe gets a fine, it's a great day to be alive, because he's about as tight as a submarine's door. I'm going to thank Gaz Edwards for that, because he was saying it earlier. So I'll thank Gaz for that. It's a great day to be alive. Very expensive day for a few of the boys, but we want to be ruthless this year, because Dublin was fantastic last year. I know Gaz wants a setting, he wants a sunny setting, so it could be abroad this year, so we need to make sure we're getting the 5 million.
Okay, yn olaf, wrth gwrs, cwestiwn Cymraeg. Knock allan y 10 i'r tîm?
Allan o 10, dwi'n meddwl 10 allan o 10, achos y tywydd yn absolutely treacherous. I dweud y gwir, you know, y becyn yn sticio i'r gwaith a'r jobs, beth ydi jobs?
Ie, i'r gwaith yn iawn.
Jobs, ie, sticio i'r game plan a'r gwaith, and you know, ennill yn dau ddim. Dwi'n hapus iawn, y management yn hapus iawn, a dwi'n edrych ymlaen i'r dro nawr, i'r ran nesaf.
Gret, o, chdi 10 allan o 10 am yr interview.
Diolch, thanks a lot, Paul, good to be back, good to be back. Thanks, mate.